Welcome to online classes. Today we'll start with chapter 5, Desktop Publishing. In this chapter we'll talk about what is desktop publishing, what are the different softwares that we use, what is the difference between word processing and desktop publishing, what are the various features that we use during desktop publishing. Now, let's talk about documents. When documents and images are printed, when you print something, these are published. The very important point is what is publication. Publication is just something that you print, that is publicized, published. Before computers became commonplace, the publishing processes required large print process that copied and duplicated pages. Before computers came in, or the data that you see visually came in, everybody used to have printing presses, or the data that they wanted printed, they have to go to printing press. Printing press used to print, copy images or duplicate those pages. In order to print images and words on the same page, the text and graphics would have to be printed separately. What this means is, when you want to print something, an image or a text, you either have to print image first on one sheet, and then you have to print text. Then you can copy everything. That is how it used to work. But since computers came in, you can visually see everything on the screen and you can print it out. It is way much faster and easier. Desktop publishing. At time we use a computer to create printable documents. At any given time, right? We use computers, we can print anything. It can be considered desktop publishing. Desktop publishing programs can be used to create books, magazines, newspaper flyers, pamphlets and many other kind of printable documents. When you type anything in Microsoft Word, or anything that you see on the screen can be printed in the same way that you see. Complete desktop publishing involves combination of typesetting. It is the way your font or the page text layout should be, graphic design, images, page layout, how the content can be fitted in a single page, that is page layout. However, desktop publishing can also be simple as typing and printing a school paper. But until and unless you complete everything, your text, your graphic design, the end process is printing. It is way easier. You can print everything from your own PC, from school reports, everything. In order to desktop publish, we just need a computer, monitor, printer and software that can create printable documents. That's it. And your publishing is ready. It's way cheaper. Definition of desktop publishing. Very important. Desktop publishing is the process of using a computer and specific types of softwares to combine text, images, artwork to produce documents. Documents that are properly formatted to print or visual consumption, or you want to see it on the desktop or you want to print it out. But the process follows the combination of text, images and the layout of the page. That is desktop publishing. Desktop publishing isn't limited to professionals. Now, what are professionals? Who are professionals? Professionals are those people who work on a specific type of project in their specific field. Now when we come to print designing, and everything. Desktop publishing is not limited to professionals. You can type on your computer and you can print it out. You don't have to be a professional to do it. With the advent of desktop publishing, softwares and affordable desktop computers, a wide range of people including non-designers and others without graphic design experience suddenly had the tools. With computers you have a tool. Even if you don't know designing, you don't have to be an extra smart in designing, you can still print it out everything. The modernization of desktop publishing. Desktop publishing has explained beyond the print-only applications. Now what is print-only? Print-only publishing is that type of publishing where you print a physical page, physical sheet. But since the computers came in, desktop publishing is not limited to a page or a physical sheet. You can print your data online. That is publishing as well. Desktop publishing has expanded beyond the print-only applications that made it so popular. Desktop publishing hardware and software is also used to design and produce web pages. Now what are web pages? Internet pages that you browse. It is accessed on computer and mobile devices such as tablets or smartphones. Now we talk about desktop publishing software. The primary software used in desktop publishing is page layout software. What it means is a software in which we can define the page layout. You want to give specific margins, you want to design something, a text box or something. And second, web designing software. Web designing software is where you publish online. Now basically there are two types, printable media and online media. Graphic softwares include drawing software, photo editor, word processing software are also important tools of graphic design or desktop publishing. There are lists of various different types of softwares that we use for different purposes. For page layout software, for printing, we use Adobe InDesign, Page Plus series from Serif, Quark Express, Page Plus, Quark Express. Now, page layout software for Office. Page layout, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office Suite. If we check out Microsoft Word, you represent a page. You have specific options, you can insert page layout. And this is where the margins or your page layout main processes comes in. You can insert text, you can insert pictures, you can insert everything. Basically in Microsoft Word, the word processing or the text is important, not the graphics, not images. This focuses on text. Then graphic software, Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW or Landscape. When you want to focus more on graphics, images or shapes, then you open Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW or Inkscape. When you want to focus on images, specifically photos, then you have Adobe Photoshop, Corel Photoshop Pro, something like this. When you open, you can have your size, RGB. This is the image that you want to create. Let's suppose I want to write something, text. The size is smaller, the points 30. This is where we can zoom in. Then we have web designing softwares. Softwares like Adobe Dreamweaver or Adobe Muse. What is the difference between word processing versus desktop publishing? As we have talked about the word processing in a word processing software like Microsoft Word, the focus is more on text, not on graphics or images. In a desktop publishing or graphic software, you have more focus on graphics. Text, you can edit text as well, but the more focus is on, just like Microsoft Publisher. You can have a blank page or a template. In the same way, insert a picture or a shape, any shape that you want. You can corner the edges. You can have different shadow effects, 3D effects, etc. Correct? Both word processing and desktop publishing are similar in many ways but different in areas. They are both similar but different in what? Let's talk about similarities first. Both deal with text that can be formatted. You can edit text anywhere. You can work with tablets, tables and pictures. You can type or you can draw a table, or you can edit a picture. Both have many similar features like word art, clip art and textiles. Then what's the difference? Word processing involves creation, editing and printing of text. The main difference, it involves creation, editing and printing of text, while desktop publishing involves production of documents that combine text with graphics, with images. Word processing is difficult to lay out and design as compared to desktop publishing. Now, in a word processing software like Microsoft Word, you want to have a specific layout of any image or any text. It is a bit difficult to adjust the image settings, but in a desktop publisher software, you can edit freely. You want to put text somewhere else, you can. You want to put images behind the text, it's really easy. Editing is really easy. That is why it basically used to print images, adverts, brochures, etc. Now what you see is what you get. WYSIWYG. WYSIWYG. It's pronounced WYSIWYG. WYSIWYG. Basically, it's what we see or what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get means when you print something or when you design something on a computer in any of these softwares, the print quality will remain the same on the physical paper as well. That is what you get. What you print, what you design is what you get. Desktop publishing can increase productivity and minimize the production cost. Always remember. Now, what are graphics? Graphic is an image or visual representation of an object. The object that you edit on your screen, that is called a graphic. That is visual representation. Therefore, computer graphics are simply images displayed on a computer screen. Whatever you see or whatever you're looking at your smartphone or a computer, that is basically an image. That is graphic representation. Computer graphics can be either 2 or 3 dimensional, 2D or 3D. Early computers supported only 2D monochrome graphics. But eventually, monochrome means black and white. But eventually, colors came in red, blue and green or yellow. Basic colors of any image. When you're printing, it's CYN. While the first machine only supported 16 or 256 colors. Most computers can now display graphics in millions of colors. There are two types of 2D graphics: bitmap or raster graphics and vector graphics. Let's talk about bitmap or raster graphics. Bitmap graphics consist of many tiny dots called pixels. It is possible to edit each individual pixel using bitmap graphics software like Adobe Photoshop. Now when you open Adobe Photoshop, suppose this is an image, and when you zoom it in, zooming in, this is the maximum that you can zoom in on a specific type of computer or specific software, and you can see the different boxes. That is basic pixel of this image. And you can edit and cut or delete that box. Okay, you can edit that image. That is basically a bitmap graphic. And on a computer it is represented by pixels per square inch, PSI. When you have high pixel density per inch on your computer, on your TV screen, on your smartphone, the image is more clear. Even if you zoom it, it won't fade away or blur away. Since the computers has to store information about every single pixel in an image or any text, the file size of bitmap graphics is often quite large. That is why some images are way larger. The more the pixels in per inch square, more higher the image size. Vector graphics. Vector graphics are based on control points which are connected by lines called vector paths or vectors. And if we talk about this, insert, let's say shape or clip art. Clip art. Let's say this is where we want to edit documents or something, an image. Now vector graphics are based on control points which are connected by lines called vector paths or vectors. Vector paths can be used to make shape objects. It is possible to edit each shape separately. Just imagine if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different objects in a different time location. So graphics will do is it will reduce the time. You can individually type in, but this is a word automatically we have designed from a clip art, but you can import or you can write something like this on your own. Let's say F. Okay, and this is individual. I can edit and mold this graphics any way I want, any line or any path. This is a software. When you use vector enlargement, when we focus on a vector scale, the pixels won't fade away or blur. But in a raster enlargement, the pixels were blurred, right? Let's look at this. The pixels are blurred. Vector graphics do not store information about each pixel, so the file size does not depend on the image. Always remember. Now, 3D graphics started to become popular in 1990s along with 3D rendering softwares. 3D rendering softwares are those softwares in which we can edit 3D images. In Windows 10, there is a 3D design software. I'll show you an example. Something like this. You can have this kind of image. You can edit any part of it in a 3D, three-dimensional way. Let's say I want to change this, the color. editing is really easy. You can have different dimensions, you can have different bases, a grid view, top view. You can change whatever you want. It's way easier in 3D animation softwares. Now what are margins? Margin is the area between main content of the page. Like in this image, this is the main document area where you want to print something, and these are the top margins, left, right and bottom margin. The default margins are usually defined as 1 inch on all sides. If we go on margins, the default size is in a page setup is top from 1, 1, 1 and 1. Always remember, the default is 1 inch. The margins create frame around the content. Gutter position. Gutter margin setting adds extra space to the side margin or top margin anywhere, just to be on a binding size. If you have printed a document, lot of documents, and you want to bind it out, spiral binding or hard binding, it depends. This is where gutter position comes in. Fonts. Font is a set of printable or displayable text character. What is font? These are fonts. They have definite size, shape and character to it. These characters include letters, numbers, punctuation marks, symbols. Special popular typeface include Arial, Helvetica, Times and Verdana. These are few examples of Arial font, Arial typeface. Then frames. Frames are rectangular area meant for inserting graphics and text. Anyway, you insert something, let's say we insert this shape. And this is a frame from this corner to this corner. It has definite shape and you can increase the frame size. Okay. You can also change what you want with it. Frames allow complete control of page design. Now in this frame you can change anything. You can text, have empty sheets, color. Because text and images are handled in DTP as separate unit. In desktop publishing they have a separate unit to be edited. Polygons, frames contain text, graphics and can be empty. Printers. Now a printer is an external output device. We studied that printer is an output device, right? Whatever you design can be printed on a paper in form of graphics or text. There are two types of main printers, impact printer and non-impact printers. Impact printers are those printers in which the hardware can be included within the paper or it is impacted. It leaves its impact on the ribbon or a paper. It touches the paper. That is impact. The first type is dot matrix printers. Dot matrix printers use print heads containing 9 to 24 pins. This printer contains pins on the back. When you want to print something, it goes line by line from this direction to that direction, from right to left and then left to right. And it prints dots with 9s or 24 pins. The 24 pin dot matrix print produces more dots than 9 pin printers. The clearer the letter on the page, the more pins you have, it is more clearer. Dot matrix printers are inexpensive and typically print at the speed of 100 to 600 characters per second. Second impact printer is daisy wheel printer. It is similarly, the name similarly suggests a long printer like a flower. In order to get the quality of the type found on typewriters, a daisy wheel impact printer can be used. It is called daisy wheel printer because the print mechanism looks like daisy. That is a petal, a type of flower. A hammer strikes on a petal. A hammer is a point or the pin that strikes on the petal or the ribbon containing a character. Not like dot matrix is print dots for a single character. This has its own character. It can print and slow speeds to 25 to 55 characters per second. Third, line printers. In business where enormous amount of materials are printed, you cannot afford slow printers. This is where line printer comes in. The character at a time are too slow than previous printers. Therefore, these users need lines at a time printer. In this printer, a line at a time uses special mechanism that can print a whole line at once. It can typically print the range of 1200 to 6000 lines per minute. It contains a drum, a chain, a pad printers, and you can print documents. Now we'll talk about non-impact printers, the printers that do not touch the paper physically. Non-impact printers do not use a striking device to produce characters on the paper. They have different mechanism. First, let's talk about inkjet printers. Inkjet printers works in the same fashion as dot matrix printers in the form of images, characters with little dots. However, the dots are formed by tiny droplets of ink. In an inkjet printer, you have tiny droplets of ink which is sprayed from with tiny nozzles, spray pump spray nozzles, which through an electrical field arranges a charged ink particles. Those charged ink particles are turned into characters at the range of approximately 250 characters per second. So the ink is absorbed into the paper and dries instantly. That is why the paper is really warm when you touch it after printing. There are different type of colors. One or more nozzles in the print head emit a steady streams of ink droplets. You have different colors. If you want to print colored page, you have different inks. Usually it's red, green or yellow color, or in the printer term CYM, cyan. Supposed to be here. Alright, we'll talk about printing inkjets. Printing inkjets have cyan, magenta or yellow as the primary colors. If the droplet isn't needed for a character or image being formed, it is recycled back into the input nozzle. Laser printers. A laser printer works just like a photocopy machine. It sees an image and prints out the same way. Laser printers produce image on paper by directing a laser beam at a mirror. When you have a laser printer, you will see it's quite warm, the page is quite warm. It directs the beam onto the drum. The drum has a toner containing toner, or we say ink. Using patterns of small dots, a laser beam conveys information from computer to positively charged drum. The drum is positively charged to become neutralized from all those areas of drum which become neutralized. The toner detaches. As a paper rolls by the drum, the toner is transferred to the paper printing letters on the graphics of the paper. Then the paper rolls between two hot rollers, bonds the toner to the paper. Laser printers use buffer from entire page at a time. When a whole page is loaded, it is printed. It is way faster. It can print 21,000 lines per minute or 437 pages per minute. With this, your desktop publishing chapter is complete. We'll talk about how different images work in next class. Thank you.